Hey guys, this is Gabriel Lorenzi, creator of the blog Grupo Dicas, one of the biggest travel blogs in the world, and today I'm here to tell you what is the best place to stay in Orlando, the doubt everyone has when they travel there. Where should I stay in Orlando? Which are the best places? Which are closer to Disney? Which are closer to Universal? Which are closer to the outlets, to their shopping, and all these things that tourists wonder when traveling there. So we'll bring it all in a very quick and objective way for you to understand how the city works and which are the best areas. It's going to be very quick tips that will make the difference in your trip with no small talk. So subscribe to our channel down here, enjoy our video and buckle up. So let's go. For you to understand a little bit of Orlando, you need to know their map. Up north, you have Universal, and down south, you have Disney. These are the two main locations that you need to understand in the beginning to know where you are in Orlando. So what happens? Most people who travel there prefer to stay close to Disney because they go to all parks, spending the most time there. But there are also a lot of those who'd rather stay near Universal because they like the parks or want to stay close to the outlets, so it's for each one to choose. Therefore, we're going to talk about both areas. They're linked. There is International Drive, which is Orlando's main avenue. It kind of splits the city in half. So Universal and the outlets up north, while Disney is south. But it's gigantic. It has several areas, so you can choose where you want to stay. If you want to be far away from Disney, if you want to be closer to it or closer to the outlets, then you are able to locate yourself through this avenue. So look, here you see a map where you find the best locations. We made this map using the website of one of the biggest hotel comparators, which we always use. It usually has the best prices and the largest amount of hotels registered, and there we managed to make this map outlining the zone we think is best. So if you stay within these lines, you will be in an amazing area near to everything in Orlando. And in this search, we selected some filters like the guest's evaluation, hotel ratings above 8 of 10. So it's a guarantee that you'll choose a nice hotel. We will leave here in the description the link to this map. When you're in it, you set the date of your trip and you'll see the best hotels and the best locations. Then you can choose the best option. I'm telling you, give it a try. Just do it as I said. You will see there's no mystery at all. Just search and pick the one with the best price within your expectations. You'll be in an excellent location, there's no mistake. Once you're in this area, you're near to all the parks. Now we're going to tell you about two specific areas. Lake Buena Vista, which is close to Disney, and the International Drive area, which is close to Universal Studios. These are the main areas for you to stay. So the Lake Buena Vista area, we really like this site. It's very close to Disney, but if you take a closer look at the Orlando map, Disney is very big. That's why several places, several hotels say that are 10 minutes from Disney, because Disney is almost half the map of Orlando. So if you're going to stay in a place, you can be 10 minutes away, and another person who is very far from you can also be 10 minutes away because there are several entrances in it. It's a city inside a city. So the Lake Buena Vista area is a very beautiful site full of lakes. It's worth it staying there. It has a lot of hotels, a lot of cheap ones. If you want to be closer to Disney or you're going to spend more time there, choose this. Disney has 4 theme parks that are a must-see and almost all tourists try to go to all 4. There is Disney Springs, which is a very fun place to be. It's full of stores, restaurants, you can spend the day there or even the night. It's very nice. There's live music, a bar. So Disney is an attraction apart. I'm sure you'll find diversion there. If you want to be close to Disney, the Lake Buena Vista area is truly worthwhile. And there is the Vineland Premium Outlet, which is one of the 2 best premium outlets in Orlando, and it's only 15 minutes away. So you'll be close to the parks and to this outlet, which we think is the best. The other one up north near Universal is usually crowded. It's the International Premium Outlet. It's on the International Drive. So we prefer the other one. In our opinion, for those who are going to Orlando for the first time, the Lake Buena Vista area is the best. Now, speaking of the area in International Drive, it's gigantic. You'll see that International Drive crosses most of Orlando, as we said before. Then you should stay in its half, so you can be at tops 20 minutes far from Disney, as from Universal, as from the other complexes. SeaWorld is close by too, up north near Universal, or you can just stay up north, close to Universal, SeaWorld, the outlets and malls. The 2 main malls in Orlando are also up there. They are the Florida Mall and the Mall at Millenia, which is a more sophisticated mall, but these are the biggest, coolest malls that we recommend, and both are also up north, close to Universal. So think straight about the purpose of your trip, where you want to stay, and it'll save you time, because there's no use you stay close to Disney and go up north to Universal every day. Just for you to know, from Disney to Universal it takes about 20 minutes, but with traffic it can take 45 minutes. So it's not that close, the tourist area of Orlando is huge, so these location skills help a lot. But the map we made is also a big help because in that area, regardless of the hotel, you'll be close to everything at most in 20 minutes, depending on the places. If you're far in the south, you arrive in Universal in 30 minutes and vice versa at Disney. Now, regardless of the place you choose, rent a car. Orlando is one of the destinations where renting a car is essential, like Miami and all of Florida. These are destinations where you need a car for just about everything. You end up spending more, of course, there's a cost for renting a car, but we still think it's worth it because you travel a lot to go from one park to another, to go to the attractions, to go to the outlets, to shop. You will be loaded with bags, you will have to take your shopping back and forth to the hotel. So we think the car ends up making a difference on your trip to Orlando. Our recommendation is that you do it. If you think you'll spend too much and be less comfortable, research beforehand because it's not that expensive. In Orlando, car rentals are not so expensive compared to some other places in the States, and there is an excellent comparator that we always use because it does the search of all rental companies in Orlando. So you enter it, you put the date of your trip, type Orlando in destination, and it lists options of cars available at all the rental companies. So you don't have to worry about doing this search over prices because it already shows everything. Its prices are better than if you went straight to the rental company because of a very aggressive negotiation due to its demand for the rental companies. So it's the best price guaranteed. In there you figure out how much you would pay if you'd rent a car without this tool, so you should use it. Stay alert with the trunk size because sometimes people rent not thinking about their luggage, but you arrive in Orlando with one suitcase per person. Usually they are big suitcases and you come back with many suitcases more. So always consider the trunk, an important tip that people end up forgetting. Another situation in which a big trunk will help you is if you want to visit Miami, which is 3 hours and a half away by car. It's such a nice place, it's worth spending a few days in Miami, so rent a car. Along with the other links here in the description, we will also leave the link to where to buy tickets to Orlando, because they're an expensive item that's important. If you haven't yet researched about it, search it because it's not cheap. You must do it. You can't go to Orlando without visiting the park. Since you're going there, make most of it. So check it out there because buying in your own country ends up being much cheaper. People sometimes prefer buying there or on the official website of each park or each complex, and it ends up more expensive in fact because you pay your country taxes, your American taxes, there's no installment, and resellers around the globe have very good prices. Well guys, that's it. I hope you liked our tips. Please like the video, subscribe to our channel to continue enjoying the tips about Orlando, and follow us on our social networks. We're always traveling the world, trying to give you all the tips. Orlando is our favorite destination, so we're always there. And we also show a routine with our baby, she's awesome. So follow us, interact, send a message, leave a comment below if you didn't like the tips or if you have any tips to give, if we skipped information. It's nice when you interact. We always try to answer your questions and give you the best tips we can. So that's it. Don't forget to watch the video on how to save a lot in Orlando. It's awesome. It gives you all the tips to save on your entire trip, since the planning, like travel insurance, car rental, cell phone chip, tickets, even the time of your trip for you to save money inside the parks, in restaurants, in your shopping. You can really save a lot. These tips are from basic to advanced ones, since we've already suffered enough, so we know we can help you. So you'll see that you can save a lot. So watch this video. It's the coolest in our opinion, and it will make your trip much cheaper and much better. And there's a playlist down here with all the videos about Orlando, so you can organize yourself and watch what you need to plan for your trip. That's it. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a nice trip.